What's up everybody and welcome to something a bit different. Today I'm trying out a new video and hopefully a new video series, that being with Fallout 4 modded loadouts. There's a few other YouTubers that do Fallout 4 loadouts. It was more popular when the game was initially released, but basically I took that idea and tried to incorporate mods into it, making it more of a kit. I'm not going to be as heavy on the perk side of things. I know that's what a lot of people do. I'm more going to focus on what mods I think you could download to have a pretty awesome weapon and armor combination, and then a few perks and a bit of a as with any new series I do post on my channel, I really ask you guys for feedback. The word that comes to mind is malleable, like that word about rocks and minerals. When I start new series like this, I ask for a lot of feedback because I want to see what it transforms into and really make it better than it is right now. The introductory episode of any of my series, whether it be upcoming mods, 5 cool mods, or even Fallout 4 mods weekly, is pretty different than what it turned out to because of your guys' feedback. So in the comments down below, I really encourage you, critique me, tell me what I did right or what I did wrong, more on the wrong side so I can improve on it, and leave a like or a dislike depending on what you think about the video. Now with all that being said, we'll just jump right into it. So this initial episode is going to be a Russian sniper, a stealthy and tactical yet very powerful player that uses the environment and his weapons and gadgets to his advantage in order to take down even the highest level of enemies. This is going to be based around the Russian Recon pack, a new mod only very recently released, adding in 2 new weapons. The Russian sniper's core and heart really is the SVU. It is a very high-tech and intricate sniper. It does feature a bulb-up design, allowing it to have a very long range in a compact size. The weapon itself is very small. It definitely is a medium-range sniper, but something that doesn't feel massive or taxing to carry around. You definitely can still be mobile and switch from position to position. Building off that, it actually has extremely low recoil due to the design of it. It has an integrated compensator and suppressor, so it's very quiet and again, very easy to fire. In Fallout 4, the weapon does feature custom animations and sounds, which do look very cool, as well as it does have a pretty nice scope to go along with it. There's not much else in the way of attachments, so you kind of get what you get, but it definitely does these things very well. The strength of this weapon is its ability to switch between targets. The low recoil really makes this extremely easy for even inexperienced shooters like myself. But sometimes things don't go according to plan, and you have to get up close and personal to finish the job. For that, we are going to have the MP443. This is another very simple but effective weapon. It does have a very large magazine size, as well as a few different silencer options. These two things together allow you to sneak up on enemies and take them down very quickly and effectively and get out without anyone even knowing you were there. You typically will have a pretty long time between reloads, which is definitely good, especially when engaging multiple targets. Although you'll probably never want to get close enough to an enemy where you have to pull out your sidearm, it's still very relieving knowing if you do, you will have something that's reliable and again, effective enough that you will be able to take them down with relative ease. So what would good weapons be without a good set of armor to really build off of? For that, I did choose the Wasteland Sniper. This is without a doubt the best sniper armor out right now for Fallout 4. This armor is a hybrid between stealthy and practical. You do have forest camo that allows you to really blend in with your environment. I definitely recommend using a green mod that has a lot of trees, so you have some things to hide behind when trying to shoot down enemies. But even beyond that, it doesn't just look like a ghillie suit. You have some different tools on the armor that definitely make it feel like something you could take into battle, and you're not going to find yourself getting killed instantly after a few bullets fly your way. And although all these different assets are extremely useful, I think what is imperative to this sniper are his gadgets. And for that, we do have the PreWar Binoculars. This can be a very effective tool if used correctly. One of the limitations of your sniper is in broad daylight, you can't get all that close while still maintaining your stealth. Even with the suppressor, the noise is still relatively loud, and you're definitely not going to be shooting from a mile away. That's when the binoculars come in. They do feature variable zoom, so you can have up to 10 times zoom and really stand very far back, but then by contrast, switch back to the zoom that will be appropriate with your rifle, so you can really get an idea of how close you have to get. Even beyond that, it allows you to mark your enemies, so you can mark everyone down and then move in with your sniper or pistol and take them down to finish the job. So last but not least, I think one of the most important tools in the sniper's toolkit is going to be his tactical goggles from Westech Tactical Optics. These goggles are going to give you one very powerful thing, and that is the cover of darkness. I definitely recommend using these with a Darker Nights mod, such as Darker Nights itself. The most recent update allowed these to be toggleable, so you can actually just hit a key on your keyboard and suddenly night vision will be blessed on you. From here, you could use any of your different tools that you do have at your disposal, whether that be your rifle, your binoculars, or even your pistol to finish off enemies and really get a better vantage point, all again hidden in the dark where they can't hear or see you. I think it's going to be most important to play around this. Mods like Darker Nights actually make it so it's harder for enemies to detect you if nightfall is with you. This allows us to transition into some of the perks and really the playstyle you're going to want to adopt when using this kit. The first perk you are going to want to pick up is Sneak. I've been reinforcing this idea that you want to stay stealthy. Although the Wasteland Sniper outfit is going to protect you somewhat, direct fire, especially on survival mode, will hurt and you don't want any of that. By putting levels into the Sneak perk, you truly can stay on the outer edge of combat and pick off enemies one by one. Even beyond that, when you do have to get up close and personal with your silenced pistol, you'll be able to get even closer to enemies with this perk and thus land more headshots and get that sneak bonus. When picking off enemies, I think Rifleman is going to be one of the perks that really saves your ass. This increases the damage of non-automatic rifles, and on the highest level making it so your sniper will do double damage to enemies and ignore 30% of their armor. That is a huge buff, and it really can make you effective at moving from position to position and taking down enemies with one shot between this perk and your sneak bonus. But there comes the question of actually landing your shots, and that's where the sniper perk is going to come in handy. This is going to give you improved control and a longer time to hold your breath, so you can really take your time and make sure you land those headshots and one-shot enemies no matter how high level they are or even if they're legendary. You'll notice through all of this I am alone. Although companionship is necessary for some people, the Russian Sniper does take the Lone Wanderer perk. This is going to give you a plethora of different buffs when traveling without a companion. Companions are noisy, impractical, and at the end of the day all you really use them for is carry weight. As a Russian Sniper, you're going to travel lightly and quickly, and you can't have them as a burden on you or even risk giving away your position. With this combination of perks and mods, I think you can be an effective soldier on the battlefield, and I think you'll really find this is an effective playstyle throughout Fallout 4. You'll be really surprised if you take your time and look around how many of your different locations you could actually engage from a medium range. You could spot out enemies first with your binoculars, then move in with your sniper and pistol and finish people off without them ever noticing you were there. A lot of the time when playing with this, I very rarely even got shot at. That's how effective taking these perks and using these weapons can be. Then you might think, oh, this means you have to play super passively, but that's not true either. If you position yourself appropriately, you could really take down enemies quickly because you'll be out of range and they simply won't detect you. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. As always, let me know in the comments down below. Do you want to see more of this series? Some other ideas I have, or maybe some kind of heavy gunner or a brawler of some sort. There's a lot of cool options out there and a lot of cool weapon mods, and I felt like this was a way to spice up the traditional weapon mods while not ignoring them entirely. They are still a huge part of Fallout 4 modding, but now I'm giving you cool ways to experience them and really just play the game with them. I had a lot of fun filming this video and playing like this. Hopefully some of you guys try this out. It really does make a difference, and it is a very viable way to play through the game. As always, I do hope you guys enjoyed. I thank you for watching again, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.